I think we're on, James. I believe. This is only my third one, so we'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and work on the craft stuff. Oh, there are people in here. Hi, welcome. I didn't see it say people joined. Hi, buddy. Oh, thank you. This is James. Buddy said cute kitty. He looks just like Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is my oldest kitty, but this is James. Hi, Marty. Marty asked how I'm doing. I'm doing well. Thank you. Hi, Mark. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Tim. Hi, Robert. Hi, buddy. I'm horrible at pronouncing people's names, so I apologize if I butcher your name. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Toby. Toby, you want to come say hi? Hi, lady. I am feeling pretty good. I don't have a cold currently as far as like my major health. The tumors have not come back. I do get my blood work checked way too often, but so far so good. I am doing well, lady. Thank you. It's very warm, and so I'm definitely trying to stay hydrated. I'm trying to get ready for winter. It's okay. So many chickens running around. James got startled. I'm trying to get ready for winter, but it's really warm, so it's kind of hard. I don't handle heat well, so I'm moving slow. But yeah, I'm doing good though. Hi, Undertaker. Thank you, Marty. Said good to hear. Hi, Kat. Indiana, that is awesome. So many flies. Hi, Vincent. The weather is very warm. It is finally below the hundreds. It's been in the hundreds and the 90s for a while now. It's probably high 80s to low 90s today. It's still been very, very warm. Hi, lady. I just keep them in their coop typically, make sure they have a nice straw or some kind of bedding, and I do give them a heat lamp for the winter time. Because I like to free range my chickens, but during the winter I just keep them in their coop, unless it's like last year. So last year I didn't get really any snow. It would snow a little bit and then it would just melt off, and then it would be really, really cold, which if it's too cold it doesn't snow. So it was just very cold last winter and I didn't get a lot of snow. So they did get a free range last winter, a bit, but I typically just keep them in their coop for the winter. I keep them nice and cozy with their light and their bedding. Well, good night, Undertaker. Oh, Mark said it's cooling down in the UK. That is awesome. It's definitely gonna start cooling down. Like at night, you can really feel the change of like, it's becoming fall, even though during the day it's like in the hundreds. But where I am, it just like, it'll be 100 degrees and then the next week it'll be in the 50s. And so the jump is very drastic and very quick. Thank you for the likes too, guys. Welcome, welcome, everybody joining. Hi, Mark. I am doing well. Thank you. Hi, baby. I'm just doing some arts and crafts. I'm working on a couple different projects for my shop. Right now I'm working on some feathers, on some dream catchers. It's a little windy and the feathers are small, so it is a little difficult because the wind likes to blow the feathers around. Hi, baby. Thank you, Vincent. Vincent said it's good seeing me. I'm definitely gonna, because I do lives on TikTok a bit. I'm gonna try and when I'm done with like a TikTok live, jump on here. So I'm gonna try and do some lives more here. I'm working on some more videos to post. Takes me a minute with the editing, and I'm still trying to get used to it. And I will eventually have a computer to do the editing on, which will make it easier. But I'm horrible at technology. I'm just horrible with it. But practice makes perfect, so. I'm trying to see which one of my chickens is crowing. I'm hoping it's one that I know is a rooster. I have a batch of chickens that I want to be hens, and I'm not super positive that they're hens. I'm just not. Oh, thank you, Tim. Tim said he likes all the rings. Thank you. Clark asked how I'm doing, and the kitties. I am doing well, Clark. Thank you. The kitties are as well. They're definitely glad it's not super hot today, because they love being outside, and so they can be outside a bit more and a bit longer. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I do, Marty. I do still have this rat slippers that I made. One of Rain's dogs ended up chewing one of them, so I do need to repair it, but I do still have them. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody joining. So many flies. Will from Illinois. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Big. I'm not sure which one. I assume you mean this one, but thank you. I know I love all jewelry, but I end up not wearing any other necklaces. I like this one, and then this one has sentimental purpose, and I don't want it to break, and I get scared that like the other necklaces are gonna like hurt it because it's just cloth. So welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody joining. Oh, thank you for the little hearts too. I didn't even see them going up. Thank you, Angel. Sending good vibes from Michigan. I love the little emojis you put next to the comment too. I love cute things, and I think emojis are adorable. I love emojis. I love a lot of things. It's almost annoying. Thank you, Tina, for the compliment. Yes, Marty, it is a piece of my dad's t-shirt sleeve. I have worn it since I was 3 or 4, and I haven't taken it off since I put it on when I was 3 or 4. So I've worn it for a long, long time. It was sentimental just because I'd had it for like 20-something years before my dad passed. But now that my dad passed, it's even more sentimental, and like, I know realistically it will break someday. It's cloth, but the thought of it breaking is heartbreaking. So I'm trying to do as best I can to not break it. But I also have, you know, I've thought of ways to preserve it once it breaks. So I have a couple ways that I'm still going to be able to wear it. When it breaks, it'll just be in kind of a different capacity. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you. I don't think that I don't understand why anybody has to hate. Personally, that's just me. I know some people make it their life. But no, I've always lived by the rule of you should treat people the way that you would like to be treated. And that is the way that I try to treat people. I completely agree, Marty. I am big on, I'm probably too sentimental, so I'm big on like keepsakes and memorabilia and stuff. Yeah, I love things like that. But it's, you know, the past is so fleeting. You know, I think it's awesome to keep things from the past. That's why I'm big on taking pictures. I love photography, and so I love taking pictures because that's a little piece of time that you could just stop and keep forever, roughly forever. And so like, that's why one reason I love pictures. Welcome, welcome. I haven't been hunting lately, Vincent. I am still hoping to get to go hunting this year. The time is approaching, so I do need to start thinking about that and setting it up. But I am still hopeful that I will get to. But life happens, but that is my plan. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, American. My family is doing well and I am doing good. You know, life has its ups and downs always, but I do, Big. I do. I love onions of any kind and any form, especially raw. So yes, I do still like to eat onions like apples with most meals. I love apples. Welcome, welcome. You're not, I love that you're not actually being mean about like my teeth. I don't like to answer questions about my teeth. I get, people are so mean about it, and for some reason people ask that all the time, and so I don't answer questions about my teeth. You know, how you did mention you're being brave going online, which like that, get a lot of hate for the way that I look, but I don't care. I don't, you asked how I do it, so I suppose I will answer that. I don't care what other people think of me. I know who I am. I am how I'm supposed to be. I'm who I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I don't care about somebody else's opinion about me. I'm not gonna let that change me or change how I feel about myself. Not the easiest thing to do in the world, of course, but yeah, I just don't let other people's opinion, especially people that choose to hate me without knowing me, I'm not gonna let their opinion affect me. Which is also why I don't talk about hate or my teeth. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the little hearts, guys. I call the likes little hearts. They're little hearts. So there's a lot of comments. I'm trying to answer them all. Sci-fi, no, we're not gonna knock them down. Thank you, everybody. It's sending compliments. I'm trying to get them all. Thank you, Blue. I have some videos I'm working on that I'm going to be posting soon. One is from last winter. It's the one that I will probably be posting next. It is almost done. It'll probably be my longest video. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be working over here. I'm trying to get used to like the editing and stuff. Thank you for the compliments, guys. Welcome, everybody. Me personally, I haven't gotten to do a garden this year. I am planning on planting some stuff inside because my goal is to grow and raise all my own food, and so I am going to be working on a garden for indoors through the winter. As far as like the plants and things around here that you can eat like in the fall, I'm not as familiar as I would like to be with the plants that you can eat around here. I've actually been doing more research on some of them. And I have found a couple that have really good benefits, but that's actually something that recently I've been researching a bit more, is just the plants of like Washington that, you know, you can eat. Thank you, everybody saying the heck with the haters. Thank you. You know, some people just love to hate for some reason. I personally think it's because they're missing something in their own life, but I wish them the best, and you know, I try to not let it affect me. Sci-fi is sitting directly next to my camera, and so I can barely see, and I don't want to have to move her, so I'm trying to, that's why I'm like weirdly angled. Yes, I am single. Big asked how I feel about other siblings being on YouTube also. I think whatever they want to do is awesome. I'm all for anything anybody wants to do. Good way to put it, Marty. Good way to put it, Caroline. Yes. Hope I pronounced that right. Baby, I know you're trying to clean me, but baby. Nate asked that I'm going to be doing more craft videos. I am actually working on one currently. Baby, okay. He is. I am also working on some right now. I am working on a craft. Just James is being so sweet. I was petting him and I got caught up on questions. But I'm actually working on a video for YouTube that is a how-to of how I make my dream catchers. It is almost actually complete. I just need to film a couple more parts to it and then edit it together. And I will have that one posted. And I'm actually working on a dream catcher right now. It's a small one. I'm putting the feathers on it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get some of the beads, because I feel bad for people asking questions and me not getting to see them, but I like doing the crafts in the live, but like that, I just feel bad when I miss people's questions. Let me, oh, sci-fi is in the way. I want to get some outfits for some of my animals. I actually have a couple outfits for some of the cats. Sadly, a lot of my cats don't like to wear clothes. I really want them to, but a lot of them really don't like to. But yeah, I might try and get something spooky for some of them for Halloween. Thank you for the compliments, everybody. Thank you, Elaine. I don't, Davis. I'll call you Davis. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. Which birds, Nate? Do you mean the peahens? I assume. If you mean the peahens, Nate, I do need to actually do an update video on those guys. I'm even free ranging them now. So yeah, I will definitely do one of those pretty quick. They're actually in one of the... That is Copper. He's very loud. That they are actually in one of the videos I'm working on. It's like a more of a day in a life. So they're in that one, but I would definitely need to do an update on how they're doing. They're doing really good. Like I mentioned, I'm free ranging them, and yeah, they're really sweet, and I'll leave it for the update video, but I will definitely be doing one soon. I have a good amount of animals. Number-wise, I'm not actually even sure, because I have goats, I have chickens, I have peahens, I have cats, I have a dog, I have a turtle, I raise mealworms. I know I'm missing some animals, but yeah, and I definitely plan on getting more animals once I am prepared and ready to have them. I like to have an area ready for them already. I like to have everything I need for them before I get an animal. But yeah, I definitely have plans to get more, because I'm working to be completely self-sufficient, and I'm working to like expand my little farm that I'm building. So I definitely have a list of some animals that will, you know, help toward my self-sufficiency and just build my farm up. My whole family is in Washington. I am not actually looking for a partner right now. I am, you know, not looking for a boyfriend or anything. I'm just focusing on myself, especially since my health issues. You know, I'm just focusing on me and what I want in life and certain goals that I'm working toward. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for the little hearts. Big, I am in Washington State at the moment. You know, work toward the life you want to live. Life is short. You should always, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do to work towards something you want, and it's not going to happen overnight, and I think that's something you should always tell yourself. But if you want something in life, this life is too short not to go for it. You know, if you have a dream, you should fight for that dream. It is very nice out here. Especially, it's a little cooler without the sun, which is nice. Someone's asking about livestock auctions. I can barely see because Sci-Fi is there and I don't want to move her. I don't actually know if there are, honestly. I'm not the biggest people person, so I'm actually not positive, like, different events that happen nearby. I don't know. I mean, I would assume probably somewhat close, but at least a couple hours away. But I don't actually know if there are any animal auctions. That would be awesome to go to, though. I've never been to one of those, so that would be really cool. Somebody asked if I was asked to do another show, would I? I think that would be a question that I would have to answer if it happened. Probably. Hi, chicken. Probably just because, you know, everybody enjoys Alaskan Bush People so much. But again, that would have to be something that I would really, you know, have to answer if it happened. Hi, baby. You want to come back? You can come back. Sci-Fi? That is Sci-Fi's tail. I don't know why she was chosen to sit where she's sitting. Sorry, there's a lot of cat hair in the air, so my nose is really itchy. Sci-Fi, if you knock him down, baby, I mean, I'll just put him back up. Nate asked if I plan on living on the mountain. I help with the mountain and the ranch where it is needed and when I'm asked for my help, but I am building up my own farm with my own animals and everything. Right, Tim, you know, that's why yeah, Alaska is definitely still going to be in my life at some point, you know, in some capacity. At some point. It's just part of who I am, and I'm sorry, my nose is so itchy, it's distracting. There's so much cat hair. It's just part of who I am, and I know I want it to be in my life, and I've always known I want it to be in my life, like, since we moved out, but I guess it took me a minute to realize, like, just no matter what, I want it in my life in some capacity. But on the flip side of that, my family is in Washington, so Washington will also always be in my life because my family is here. I've seen a couple episodes of the show. I honestly don't like to watch it for multiple reasons. I don't like seeing myself on it at all. It's like okay until I pop up and then I want to cut it off. Don't like seeing myself on it whatsoever. And now I'm very blessed to have the show and to be able to see Dad and hear his voice and hear his laugh and even, you know, get to relive and re-see memories and conversations that I had with him. And so I'm super blessed to have that. But I am very much not ready to see that. Pictures are still hard, and that's just now gotten to where I can like look at pictures. So I'm not quite ready to see Dad, but I'm very blessed to, when I am ready, be able to watch the show and, like I said, just see Dad and, you know, hear his laugh again. Welcome, everybody. I am going to have to go, guys. It's getting late on me. I will definitely be back on tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do YouTube a bit more than I have been. Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed. I know it wasn't very long, but thank you, guys. Bye. I'm trying to figure out how to cut this off. This is only my third live. Okay, it's the opposite side of the other platform. Okay, bye, everybody.